Hey guys, I'm Ben from Streetlight and welcome to the Street Eats Kitchen. We're here with our latest Street Eats dietitian.
Hey guys, I'm Naomi and yep, I'm a dietitian, but really I'm a food enthusiast and not a chef. So everything we do together, I'm learning just as much as you are.
So we're keen to encourage you guys to pick up some ingredients to get cooking with us and have some fun along the way.
Yeah, and because we're going to be cooking from home, we're going to have a pause function so that you can press pause at your own time, do your cooking and come back to the video when you're ready.
Awesome, so we have some little Street Eats recipe cards and you can find them in the link below and you can download them, print them out and have them ready with you whilst we're going. So let's get started.
Let's get started. Hey guys, I'm Naomi and welcome to our cooking video today. We are going to be looking into a home-cooked version of a chicken Parmigiana. It's going to be a little bit different than you might find at your local pub, but we hope you'll enjoy. Most of our mise en place is all ready to go, although we have got our oven already on at about 200 degrees, 180 to 220 would be fine. That is all ready to go and we can kick in with step number 1. We're gonna make some fries, some sweet potato wedges to be exact. And again, you don't need to cut these a certain size and you can also choose to keep the skin on, but because I like the color of the orange, we're gonna peel off the skin, like so. All right. Hello, orange vegetable. Peekaboo. It's kind of funny that bright orange is like hiding under this interestingly brown amber skin. Fascinating. I really like to start on one side and then do all of it, then turn the vegetable around and peel off the rest. This is also a good chance to get rid of any funny knobbly bits that you might not want to cook, but perfectly fine just to cut off, like so. Whew, it's kind of tiring on my hand. Here we go. We're almost there. The grand finale. Did it. Oh, almost. Cool. Nice. Now I will chop off the tops and the bottoms of said potatoes, just for ease, and move my scraps into the compost bin. All right, now that we've got our skins off, we can cut them into any shape we might like. I'm gonna try and go for a wedge kind of shape, but you might wanna cut it more like a circles or more like fries, really thin. It's up to you, but that will change the kind of cooking time that you need. You can ask us about that another time. So to cut a wedge, I'm gonna go for about half, cut this guy in half. So because potato takes quite a long time in the oven, by chopping them smaller, it means we don't have to wait as long to get eating. So I'm gonna go for kind of more of a baked chip kind of vibe, which will be yummy, but they won't look just like the pub, but still quite delicious. So because potato takes a little bit longer to cook in the oven, it's better to cook them a little bit. It can be better to cut them smaller. We're gonna cut them to be smaller so that they don't take as long. Okay, so why don't you just like a measurement? Okay. So because potato takes a little bit longer to cook in the oven, we can cut them to be smaller sizes so that they won't take as long to cook and we can eat them faster. So now I have all of my sweet potato chips or fries ready to go. I'm gonna pop them into a big bowl and mix them together with olive oil and oregano and a bit of salt so that they all get a bit of that action before we put them on the tray to cook. Going all the way through. A little bit of salt. All right, might need a little bit more of these things as we go along, but I'm gonna use my hands, but you can use your spoon or anything you'd like. Oh, that's good. And it's also helpful to use your hands so that you can kind of sense if it needs more oil or anything else that you might be using. You can use lots of different herbs like paprika and garlic, which isn't a herb, but I think this will be best for what we're making today. All right, I reckon that is ready to pop on our tray and get in the oven. Here's our tray. You can put baking paper here, but we're gonna try and save the paper and pop it straight on. Make sure they all get their own little bed or spot to lie. They can get as equal as possible time in the heat. So now we have our potatoes all placed and oiled and cut and peeled. We're ready to finish step one by placing these in the oven. Now we have to keep an eye on these because they could go longer or shorter, but I would say aim for about 15 to 20 minutes in the oven. All right. So for step two, we are going to take our chicken breasts and try and thin them out a little bit so that we can make 4 breasts in total. Now I have to admit, I haven't done this very much, so I'm not a professional, but we'll do our very best. What we're going to try and do is press it so it's kind of as flat as possible, and then go through the half of the chicken. Be careful of cutting yourself. All right, here we go. Oh, how'd we go? Oh, okay, so I cut them a little bit unevenly, but that's okay. That's showbiz. We'll try again. And thankfully I'm the one eating this. But I would say this one's a good one. Maybe it needs to be a bit thinner. Take 2. Here we go. Oh, that's much better. Voila! So we have our 4 thinner slices. This little guy for the baby. Oh, very funny. Oh, it's kind of like a family of chicken. So now that we had a bit of fun cutting those chicken pieces, I'm gonna I'm gonna place them into this dish, which I've pre-oiled to stop it from sticking. You can also use a non-stick pan or use some baking paper. I'm gonna pop them, lay them to sleep for the time being. Nicely spread out like this. And I'll pop that to the side for a second, but make sure you wash your hands before the next part of step 2, because we do not want the raw chicken to be moving through the rest of our dish. Okay. Okay, so on top of our chicken pieces, we are going to mix together some tomato puree or tomato paste, pasta sauce you could call it, which is a thinner consistency. And then we're gonna add in some tomato paste, which gives it a bit of that extra tomato hit. It's a pretty simple, there's a lot of different ways you can make your tomato paste, but we're keeping it nice and simple because it's a special week. All right. All in and get all of it in. Oh, splashed. Oh, what a great noise. Ah, cool. So we're gonna mix. So now that this is all mixed in a nice kind of homogeneous mixture, homogeneous means everything's mixed together really well and an equal kind of mixture. Yeah, anyway, big word. We are gonna add in a little bit of oregano, like so, to give it a bit of pizzazz. But we don't need to add anything else because tomato paste already has a lot of flavor and so does the sauce. But oregano, can't go wrong. Oregano. So many ways you can say it. It's all mixed together. All right, so to complete this step, what we're gonna do is kind of pour on this simple tomato mixture on top of our chicken. Okay. And spread out the love. Cooking that very nicely. So now we're back for step 3. We're gonna pop this to the side for a tick. And all we're gonna do is cut up this ham so it's nice and diced for our Parmigiana. Plop. And again, I know I say this a lot, but it doesn't matter what size you choose. I'm gonna roughly dice the ham. This might not be the best knife for it, but that's a whole nother lesson, is learning the best knife for each task. Cool, I think that's nicely diced. All right, so once you've diced your ham, you can place that into a bowl and mix it in with your parmesan and breadcrumbs. Again, this is another cool opportunity to add other things. Both are interesting Google. Something interesting you could try another time or right now is using your own breadcrumbs. So get some stale bread and crumb it together, like with lots of chopping and mixing to make your own breadcrumbs. But right now we're using pre-bought breadcrumbs from the store. So now we have our fun mixture of things. We are going to place them on top of our Parmigiana. Another thing to know is that you can substitute anything for vegetables if you want to not eat meat, and you can have eggplant instead of the chicken and it tastes really good. Cool. All right, we are very close to the end, and to enjoy our meal, we're going to pop it in the oven now, along with our sweet potato fries, for about 15-20 minutes as well, and then hopefully they'll all be ready at the same time. So do be careful when you open the oven because it can be quite hot. So slowly look away. Woo! Open it up and slide it in there. It's a good opportunity to check out your chips as well. And they are almost ready. Cool. Okay, so we are very close. Our food is in the oven ready to be cooked, but it is important that we have a few more veggies in our meal because we always want to have a rainbow on our plate. Today I'm going with frozen vegetables, frozen greens. I'm just going to chuck them in the microwave, but you can also boil them on the stove. And if you don't like green peas, you can choose anything else that's green or orange or other colors, like broccoli or a fresh salad or something like that. Cool. Right, our beans have been nuked, our fries are ready, and so is our chicken Parmigiana. It smells really good, like restaurant level good, if I do say so myself. But let's plate up. I've made sure this chicken is ready by putting a little slice in to check it's not pink or anything, and it's ready to go. Make sure you do that with your chicken. Okay, hot, not too warm. And let's see how nice I can plate it up. I've been doing this for a while, but I always seem to make a mistake. And I'll use the same one to go for the fries too. Oh, they're a little sticky, but they look delicious. Pardon my fingers. If you want them to be at all crunchier, you can put them in for a little bit longer. That's looking good, and I'll use the tongs to pop the green beans there. All right, voila. Okay, I'm quite excited for this. I think I will start with my chicken Parmigiana. Cut in half. Oh, nice and tender. Yum. Yum. Okay. I feel like I'm on a special cooking show. Okay, I'll try it with everything. Just see all the flavors go party in my mouth. Oh, come here. Yum! That is really good. I'm surprising myself. That is actually really tasty. Whoa! Okay. okay, I'll enjoy that in a second. But thank you so much for joining us today, cooking chicken parmigiana at home. I hope you enjoy yours even more than I could. And we are so grateful that you joined us for this Street Eats time, and we hope to see you again soon. Take care and be blessed. Bye.
I hope you've enjoyed cooking with us today. I know that we certainly have. We hope you enjoy your meal. We would love to see a photo of what you've prepared. So take a photo before you dig in and send it to us at Streetlight Community on either Facebook or Instagram, and tag us at #StreetEats. Please keep an eye out for other videos that we're going to be uploading with some other tasty meals that you can prepare for yourself and your family.
See you next time.
See you next time.